Okay, so I'm going to download this font from DaFont. Clicking the download button, and I'm going to save my file to my fonts folder. And it's saving it as copacetic zip. Now it is saved. And now I'll go into my fonts folder. I'll create a new Finder window. And here it is. I'll unzip it. Now it's unzipped. And this is the font. It seems to just be one piece. It's not opening up in a folder, but rather it's just a single element. One weight, and it's Copaset TTF, True Type Font. And so I'll double click it, and that's it. It's installed. Now to use it in Illustrator, I actually need to, there it goes. See it now, that's really nice. It now automatically updated. And I'm not exactly sure about this. Let's just bring that under there like that. Okay, now the edge of the poster, it feels like either, to me, that either this shape, this black shape that we're working with here, should either be inside the poster so that there's air all around it and it creates an interesting shape floating in the white, or everything should go off the edge. Like just the bottom piece, I don't know if that was intentional or not, just feels like make a decision.
And white all around it.
Okay, so I think that looks better, white all around it. I agree with you on that, white all around it. But I still think this could go lower, and or this could move up. So this area can get more compressed. It's a lot of area for this type. So I'm going to move it over and hold the shift key down so it sizes equidistantly. And now that's a little better. Stop that. Okay. Now this font over here, let's take a look at something else for that. It's stroked. It seems like your type is stroked. And it's actually telling me the stroke instead of the font. So let's try that again. All right, there we go. And it's noteworthy. So it sounds like what you were trying to do is have something casual with this kind of like aristocratic thing. It's kind of this mix of the two. So I'm going to just try something still sans serif, but not so casual. And I'm not excited about that. Maybe something really thin to indicate like the idea of something being a secret. It's very subtle. This is my font. Let's just see what it looks like. It's actually not bad. But I don't know if I would put a handwritten font in that. I think it might be just too casual. Here's Futura. And I think that we have a conflict between the W's here. But it's not like a really big deal. And then the other question is the edges where you have these nice rounded shapes that you made, or at least I think they're rounded-ish, that maybe some of this needs to have that feeling to it. So just rounding the bottom corners of this, or attempting to do that. So it starts to feel like a thing. I'll move this all over. Okay, so now I start thinking about what it would be like if the whole thing was inside of this nice curved cornered shape. But before I do that, I just feel like the plane is still really big and ominous. We know we're near LAX, and that's nice because it's easy to get there, but I don't know if it needs to be that large. So I'm going to select the plain parts and I'm going to make them into one piece. can see you have a little oval there to smooth that top of that. And I'm going to tell that to go into one thing. We'll make it go path and join. No, I'm lying. Path and union or merge here. Path and Pathfinder. Yes, but there also should be some Pathfinder things in here. All right, nevertheless, let's just go Window Pathfinder. And I'll just make this into one unit. There's my Pathfinder. It is hiding from me. All right, let me reset my workspace. Okay, it should be showing now. Let's reset again. I'm going to go Window, Workspace, and reset tracing, and Window, Pathfinder. Have I forgotten how to read? I'm going to have to clip this video. It's like not seeing it.
It's not there.
It's really not showing. How weird is that? Pathfinder, why? Window, all right. Workspace. Essentials. Workspace. Reset Essentials. One more time. Window. Pathfinder. All right, there we go. Pathfinder. Now, finally, I will make this into one thing. So now it's merged, so there's no extra pieces. I don't have to worry about things sliding around anymore. And I think this plane could be about that big. It's the idea of a plane. All right, maybe a little bigger, but not a whole lot. Like that. Okay. And then for the remaining palm trees, let's bring this down. And we'll also make this into a one object thing and this into a merged shape. And I'll duplicate this one, make it a little lower, and then just flip it over on itself. Okay, and same thing with this one. I'll bring it over here, bring it a little lower, and then maybe just do a couple of tiny tweaks to it, just like let's remove this point and let's remove that point, and so it becomes different without being a whole major redraw job. Not being very exact, apparently. You gotta get right on those points or you're a loser. Okay. And then even, use the direct selection tool to kind of mess with some of this a little bit. Let's click away. Zoom tool, letter Z for zoom, and then direct selection tool, just so it's a little bit less obvious. One more time here, click away and get right on that point. There we go. Like maybe. Okay. And then finally, just to get the whole thing to sort of gel and make a little bit more cohesiveness here, we could do this. We could create another curved cornered rectangle, rounded rectangle. I'll draw it out and see how that goes, right? So there it is. There's some strange looking curved cornered rectangle there. I'm going to make it another color just so we can see it better. In fact, I'll just make it white for now. Okay. And I am going to cut it, select all, and then paste it in the back. Command B, that's back. It did not do anything there for me. Let's check these layers here. That's always the fun also thing about working on somebody else's file. You don't really know how they set things up. I'll reset the workspace again. Reset Essentials. And Window, Layers. What's going on? My computer is not happy right now. Does not want to open up panels. I probably need to restart. Okay, here's the Layers panel. And I'll tear off the Layers panel. And now I will find, here's the most furthest back layer. Now I'm going to paste my thing there. There's my background. And I'm going to put it under. Okay, this is it right here. Finally. All right, so I don't know what this layer is doing here. Is that doing anything? I don't think so. Okay, well, that was not helpful. All right, so let's paste that again, V. All right, now it's behind, almost behind where I want it to be. I'm going to put it really behind. Okay, now I'm going to select everything else that should be showing, right? Everything else that is showing would be this, this, everything. And if we're not going to use these other things here, like this, we might as well just get rid of those. It'll be a lot easier to do what we're going to do next, which is a mask, to get everything inside of the curved cornered shape. Right now everything that's there is something that's visible, and I could potentially make this a lot easier for myself. I'm going to click away and I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to hold the shift key and click off the meatball on the bottom thing. That's the white shape that has the curved corners. Okay, so everything is selected except for that curved cornered rectangle. And I'm going to make it into one group. Some people are against groups. I like them. Right, so now, again, I'm going to select all. It doesn't look like everything exactly grouped. And again, I didn't make the file from the beginning, but we'll see what happens here. And clipping mask, make. And let's put this mask on the top. Maybe that's what I need to do. So select all. Object, clipping mask, make. Finally. All right, so now it's all inside of something and it feels like it is a finished thing. So you maybe want to do something like Westchester and then really small festival. You know, this needs more text on it to challenge you a little bit more. But I hope that this helps to just show you it's really, really close. It's really, really close. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.
Where was the mask under object?